Hi everyone. Welcome to your August 2020 messages. Holy cow, August already. Whew. Despite everything, I keep saying it, and it's true. And July just went so quickly. Anybody else feeling that way? Or is it just me? I feel like I'm running a marathon. Crazy. Anyway, hello, welcome. If you are new, welcome to the channel. Happy to have you here. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are returning, welcome back. Happy to have everyone here. So we've got some stuff going on this month. So if you weren't already feeling the intensity of everything that's been going on, here we go. So we've got the full moon on the 3rd, and it is in the sign of Aquarius. So Aquarians and Leo, you guys are going to feel it more because the full moon is in the sign of Aquarius and we're in Leo season for sun signs. And then according to the Old Farmer's Almanac, it's also called the full sturgeon moon. Sturgeon are fish, if you did not know that. And it kind of pairs well with Aquarius. Sometimes people will see Aquarius as the water bearer, so they think it's a water sign, but it's really an air sign. But I saw a really great quote that though Aquarians are an air sign, being the water bearer, the Aquarians will, how did it go? Because they're like a cloud, but then they release their emotions and it rains. So I thought that was really beautiful imagery. And it is raining here in the Midwest today. So there's that. Maybe something about rain. I don't know. Look it up if it resonates for you. I have my notes over here. So I don't want to miss anything because there's some pretty intense stuff going on. So basically what it means, with full moons, we can always take that opportunity to release that which no longer serves us. I have my full moon paper ready to burn. So I will be doing that on the 3rd. I am ready to go, ready to release. So at the new moon, we plant our seeds of intention. And then at the full moon, we kind of let it percolate. And then at the full moon, we release. We let it go. We give it to the universe and we're like, whatever. Full surrender. So with this full moon, it's a great time to kind of take a break from your responsibilities. And that doesn't mean like don't feed your kids or don't worry if they're staying up until 11 o'clock at night. That's not what it means. It means embrace your inner child. Allow yourself to play. Have you been too focused on your responsibilities and I don't have time to play because I got to get shit done? I do try to keep it PG on the channel, but sometimes words. So maybe listen to it with earbuds. Anyway, just kind of, take a break from being so focused on those responsibilities. I got to get it done, that you're just, not that you're shirking anything that's important, but you're just also taking time to have some self-care. Anyone who's not new to the channel, you all know how much I am a huge proponent of self-care because we cannot pour from an empty cup. We have to fill ourselves back up every once in a while. So take a time to do that. Take some time to just relax. Allow yourself time to play and whatever that means for you. So if it's literally going out and playing tennis or basketball or swimming, whatever it is for you, that is your playtime. Go do that. Also, it's about deeper connection. So Aquarius, I love you all, and my mom's an Aquarius, and it's like, ain't nobody got time for that bullshit. So, that superficial coffee chat kind of stuff where you're talking about the weather. Aquarians are like, but why is it raining? What does it do? How does it help the plants? And how does it make you feel? Aquarians are, for an air sign, they're very, very deep. usually it's us water signs who are like swim in the depths of the oceans and emotions. Aquarians, again with that water bearer, they're the deepest of the air signs. They're the ones very logical, because air is all about our thoughts, right? So they're very logical and they're very methodical, but they also have that little bit of just depth. I was trying to figure out a different word, but that's really just what keeps coming to mind, is that depth. They want to go further in. They want to continue the conversation, go a little bit deeper, figure out why you think that or why you're doing that, kind of what makes people tick. And then also Aquarians, you guys are fantastic at embracing individuality while being in a group at the same time. So you're going to be part of the group, but you're not going to conform. Like everybody else is wearing black and white, and you're going to be over here in rainbow. It's like, whatever, I'm still here, right? So quirky, eccentric, but undeniably likable. You can just kind of fit into, even maintaining your individuality, you're part of the group. You're still somehow able to fit in, and it's fantastic. You fit in while you're a paradox. You're a walking embodiment of a paradox. You're able to stand out while fitting in, maintaining individuality while still being together, and finding your freedom while still being a part of the group. So it's a very interesting dichotomy. So kind of take that energy as well. You're freedom seeking, and yet it's that whole like holding down, right? Not holding back and tying down, but like that, how the kids say find somebody who holds you down. I know I'm a super white and very much a mom, so I'm not always like the hippest, but like somebody who holds you down but allows you your freedom as well. So that sense of belonging without fitting in, or feeling the need to conform. So you still backtrack. You still fit in. You just don't look and act and speak and sound and like everybody else. Hopefully that made sense. We're also going to be facing some emotional challenges with this full moon because it's squaring Uranus. So stay with me for a second. You're basically going to be torn between your responsibilities to other people and seeking that freedom. So like I said, don't shirk your basic needs, responsibilities of feeding, bathing, clothing, etc., going to work, but during your downtime, your free time, that's when you find some time to play with your inner child. And then expect some changes and some strange events. Okay, so this is going to be a time of unexpected change. Think of the Tower. But I love the Tower. So for anybody who's new or doesn't know, I actually really love the Tower because what it means, it can be really scary to look at. I know. However, it's actually a really good thing. Like everything's on fire and people are falling out of the building and it's like, ah! So it can look really scary. And it can be scary. Think of like a tornado comes through. So you see the storm clouds and you're like, oh shit, I need to duck and cover. So you do. You go down to the basement. You go into the foundation, right? Down into the basement, duck and cover, wait for the storm to pass. What the storm is doing is it is knocking down anything that is no longer serving us. Anything that's weak, brittle, isn't going to work and isn't contributing to the integrity and strength of the building. Think of yourself as the building. And then you're able to come out when the storm has passed. You come out of hiding and you are able to take the bricks that are fortified, the ones that are still intact. They are now stronger for what they have been through. Metaphor, right? though we feel like everything around us is crashing down, we are going to come through stronger than before because of what we've gone through, because of those challenges. So we're going to have some unexpected change. Just keep an open mind and maybe see it more like opportunities rather than, shit's in the fan. Maybe take it as an opportunity to create something new. How's that? Or it's just bringing in some exciting new opportunities for you, something that you didn't think was possible, especially in the middle of a pandemic. A new relationship, like maybe your old relationship is crashing down and now you've got a new relationship and you weren't even trying. You're like, I wasn't even looking. Here you go. Maybe with your job, there's a promotion, a position opens up, or a new job, a position opens up. I know a lot of places have either shut down or they're hiring freezes. Something has happened, but you never know. You never know what could come up. Be open to receiving the gifts from the universe that are rightfully yours. We're not wishing ill on anybody else. We don't want anybody to lose their job. But if they find something better, something that is in alignment with their highest good or a lesson that they need to learn, and that opens something up for us, whether it's a job, a relationship, a new home, whatever it is, ta-da! Just say thank you and move on. So just be flexible, be adaptable, keep an open mind. Just know that whatever's going to happen is aligning for your highest and greatest good. Speaking of aligning, Lionsgate on August 8th, so Saturday, August 8th. So I always remember it because I like alliteration. So Lionsgate 8-8. So things that Leo the lion, very regal, heart-centered, empowering, kind of self-empowerment. And then I like things that rhyme too. So Lionsgate 8-8, that's how I always remember it. And it was something that I only really became consciously aware of in the last few years. And once I did, I'm like, oh, that explains so much. So the Lionsgate is basically a sharp increase in energy coming in from the cosmos. So it's all about star Sirius, which is like incredibly exponentially brighter than our own sun, even because it's so far away, but it still is the brightest star in our sky. And that's why, because it's so bright, even though it's a cajillion light years away. It's not an exact measurement, but you get what I'm saying. The energy is flowing, it's coming in from the universe. So it's kind of like that between two worlds, between the physical and the spiritual worlds. There's all this energy coming in. And what it's doing is it's lighting up our physical DNA and also ascension codes and awakening. So I'll get to that here in just a minute. But basically, it's the Lionsgate because of Leo the lion. And it's a gateway of this energy flowing in. So it originates in Egypt with the pyramids in Giza. So Orion's belt we're currently there. It's almost right on the 8th. It aligns with the pyramids in Giza. And it's this energy influx and activation where the Earth and Sirius align. Orion's belt comes over and aligns with the pyramids in Giza. That's why they're stationed the way that's why they were built the way that they were and where they were. So, fun fact from someone who wanted to be an archaeologist in Egypt when I was a child. It was one of my many career goals, and I'm still obsessed with everything Egyptian, and I love watching any kind of documentaries I can about Egyptology and archaeology in Egypt. Just fun stuff. So I won't nerd out too much about it, but it's one of the reasons why I resonate so much with the Lionsgate. And Sirius is all about, the star Sirius is all about abundance and harvest and fertility. So if you're looking for something in any of those areas, there you go. And it doesn't have to be physical fertility like having a child. It can be. Good luck for that. But it could also be creativity, bringing in something new, harvesting, tending to the crops kind of thing. So Leo, Heart Center, Codes of Awakening. So we're basically fully awakening to our divine being, to being divinity and the light in physical form. So the light flows through all of us. All of us have, that's what our soul, our spirit, it's what it is. We constantly have light flowing through us because we are of the divine, and that can never be separated. So also with Leo and the Lion's Gate, the very regal. So think of the Wizard of Oz, where he sings, "I'm king of the forest." So be your own king or queen. Embody that energy. Yes, get it, right? So sit in that energy. Know your worth. Know that you are worthy of these ascension codes that are coming in. You don't have to do anything. You just hang out and let the light codes come in. Just be open to receive. Daily meditation practice, even 5 or 10 minutes. You can sit in your car on your lunch break and just listen to some really beautiful calming music or a guided meditation. It doesn't have to be long. Get up 10 minutes sooner in the morning. I know I'm someone who loves to hit my snooze, but or just ask to be awakened 10 minutes early or whatever it is, so that you can have that time to be open to receiving those activations in your DNA and in your physical, and in your non-physical form. So healing light and blessings are coming in. So I am open to receiving the healing light and blessings from the divine. Easy affirmation, mantra. So there you go. There's, it's not a lot of energy. I mean, it's a lot of energy. It's not a lot of events that are happening like we have had with this planet's going retrograde, and 2 weeks later, this planet's going retrograde, and then this one's coming out of retrograde. It's more like, here's a few things, but whoa, holy intense energy, Batman, right? So, quick rundown, speaking of retrogrades. So Uranus, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and Chiron are all retrograde. So most of them are continuing. I think Pluto goes retrograde later this month, if I remember correctly. You can always, Google's wonderful. So feel free to do that. Uranus is all about independence. So goes back to what I was talking about with the full moon in Aquarius, embracing your freedom. And also with Lionsgate, that regal independence. Jupiter is all about spiritual growth. So Jupiter is about expansion and rules the sign of Sagittarius. So if you're Sagittarian, you could really be going through it right now. Some spiritual growth. Best advice, and do what you will, take it with a grain of salt, but Sagittarians, I love you. I love you dearly. I really do. My wife is a Sagittarian. So, and I've always been attracted to Sagittarians. I don't know, just is. There's an opportunity for some spiritual growth. So though it's painful, the more you resist, the more painful it's going to be. Just breathe into it. Saturn is all about karma. And karma gets a bad rap because we talk about, oh, karma's going to get you. And it's like, only if you're a real shit, right? If you've done some nastiness to people, then yeah. Then karma's a bitch. But karma's also good. It's just basically we reap what we sow. So if you are sowing good stuff, you're going to get good stuff, pretty flowers. If you're sowing nasty, prickly weeds, that's what you're going to get. So it's all about embracing and balancing your karma with Saturn. Pluto is about your shadow self. So take the opportunity to face those inner demons, figure out why you've had the experiences, done the things that you've done, said the things that you've said, and really work through it. And once you do, I've done that, and it's not pretty. It can trigger a dark night of the soul, depending if you've ever done this or not, and how much you've already dealt with balancing out that karma. But it's an opportunity to look at your shadow self and bring more light to it. And then Chiron, the wounded healer, I've been talking about that for a while now, until mid-December. So he's given us like 5 months to deal with any, being the wounded healer, any emotional wounds to be healed. So it's just bringing up that stuff, that yuck, so that you can scoop and release, like we say in Reiki, or you can, you can journal about it, burn the paper, you can just heal it, you can just cry it out, whatever it is. And if you need to seek professional help, please feel free to do so. Sometimes that really helps with the whole healing aspect. So, do what you will, but speaking from experience, I can tell you. All right, so I'm going to do something a little different this month. Now that I've yacked about all of that, I'm going to basically do a general spread, and then I'm going to pull a card for each zodiac sign. So instead of doing individual monthly August zodiac signs readings, because it takes a long time and a lot of energy, and my muggle job is in higher education, it's August. I'm gonna be working a lot this month. And I just don't feel like it would be fair to anybody, to you guys, to get gypped on a reading, or for me to have to split my energy even farther for myself and for my family. So, best of both worlds. I'm going to do a general reading. So this is for the whole month. These are the messages that want to come through right now. I have the Moonology deck here. I'll pull for the full moon in Aquarius, and then the new moon in Leo. Forgive me, I forgot to write down the specific date, but basically mid-month. So we have 2 weeks in between a full moon and a new moon. So I'll pull cards for both celestial events. I'm going to pull cards for each individual zodiac sign, and I'm going to pull for Lionsgate as well. So I'm going to be doing a separate Lionsgate reading. And, social media. So please feel free to follow me on social media. All of the information is below. I go live about once a week. I don't know if that's going to happen this month. I am going live on Wednesday, the 5th at 7:30 on Facebook, talking about past lives. So if you are so inclined, please join me over there. It'll just be, you can mark that you're interested in the event on my page, just so that Facebook sends you the reminder that it'll be happening. But the actual video will be, the actual live will just be on my page. It's not in the event. That confused people with the life purpose, so I apologize to you for that. But it's just on my page. So you can click the notification icon so that you can be notified when I go live. Or the event will just tell you and just prompt you to go directly to my page, to Willow Tree Healing, and it'll be on there. And if it goes well, I'll post it to this channel as well. I post most things to this channel that I put online. Also on Instagram, I am doing some Instagram only specials with readings. So I'll be posting one that's about the full moon, so a full moon reading special. I'll do one for Lionsgate as well. And whatever else I just feel guided to. So those are Instagram only specials. So feel free to follow me over there and contact me there. And if you would like to book your own personal private session, either tarot and oracle readings, mediumship readings, any of the spiritual counseling, Reiki, chakra ABCs, anything like that, that you're so inclined, please feel free to head over to my Square appointments. The link is below. That's how I do that one. And I do accept PayPal, Venmo. If you do credit card, great, that's through Square. I do not pass along the, there's no extra fees for credit cards. Nope, that is not something that I feel right doing. Some people say that, and that's fine. That's fine. I just don't. So, or any combination of services. So if you need help booking, or if you're not sure what to book, please feel free to contact me. You can email me, willowtreeheals@gmail.com. And we'll get into it. So I have several oracle decks. All of the decks are listed below as well. I'm using the Witch's Tarot. Ooh, something didn't feel right. I gotta reshuffle. Sorry, guys. Gotta do what they tell me to do. So I'm using the Witch's Tarot for the main spread, and then I'm using the Mystic Dreamer Tarot for the clarifiers. And Yasmin Boland's Moonology deck is one that I will for sure be using. And I have a couple others that are about healing and general energy. And I have the Akashic Tarot by Sandra Taylor, and I think her twin as well. But it's not a traditional tarot deck, so I have a hard time. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm so sorry. Using it as a tarot deck. I usually use it as an oracle deck. It just feels better to me to do it that way. And then I have a Lenormand deck. I'm really new with Lenormand, so I use that as an oracle as well, kind of an enhancer. So as I'm learning the Lenormand, I'm just kind of using it as an oracle for now. One more. Okay. Two more. They got jokes today. Oh, Spirit. All right, that feels good. Much better. Happens sometimes. Ooh, all right, the Hermit in reverse. Nice, sign of Virgo. And I will call out zodiac signs as I see them, just because some people like that. I was gonna say, my gosh, is everything coming out in reverse? Ooh, all right. So the Hermit, I'll show it to you upright so you can kind of get the energy. Sign of Virgo. Each of the zodiac signs is represented somewhere in the major arcana, just so you know, individually. And in reverse, so this is about coming out of hermit mode. So it could be about coming out of quarantine for some. Could be about that dark night of the soul. The hermit goes within the cave, and while in the darkness of the cave, solitary, kind of like individualized solitary confinement, like self-imposed, I guess I should say, not individualized, self-imposed solitary confinement, just to work it out. So dark night of the soul for sure. So it could be coming out of that. You could have gone through it, or you're taking my advice and embracing that shadow self with Pluto retrograde, and then emerging by the end of the month. Or you could have already, we're all in different timelines, it's okay. You could have already done that, and you're coming out of the dark night of the soul ready to shine your light. Strength in reverse, sign of Leo. Hello, Leo season. So beautiful, just a beautiful card. So in reverse, you might not be feeling strong enough. You might be feeling weak because you went through that dark night of the soul. Or it could just be, I also see it in reverse as that quiet inner strength. Like this takes some, not physical strength, but like that quiet inner strength of being able to navigate this energy. Four of Cups in reverse, which is good. So when it's upright, it's about stagnant energy, boredom, complacency. See how he's kind of looking over those three cups. What's the Three of Cups celebration? So he's kind of looking at those three cups, looking back on happier times, nostalgic, and our mermaid friend over here is like, I have the Ace of Cups here, ready to offer if you just turn around. So in reverse, you did. You turned around and you looked and you're like, oh, so things are moving again. And right here in the center, that's great. That's great energy. And then the Three of Cups. So celebration, yay. Nope, they just stopped me. Sometimes people see it as third party. I only see it like that when it's in reverse. But yeah, celebrations, coming together, community. Aquarius, all about community. So, yay. Six of Cups in reverse. So again, with the nostalgia piece, you could be looking back on your childhood, maybe in that dark night of the soul. You looked back at childhood and you're like, oh, I thought it was happy times. And then in reverse, you're like, ew, not so much. So it's not that it's bad. It's just sometimes you have to sit with, I mean, I know I've done this, where you get, especially in adulthood, you get someone else's point of view and you see that you were shielded from knowing what was really going on because you were a child and the adults around you decided that that was better. Or you're just kind of looking back at it through the filter of an adult and going, oh, that's not what really happened. Now I understand. Or somebody's like, hey, now that you're an adult, I can tell you the truth. Back to that shielding a child, or you're talking with your sibling and your sibling's like, that's not at all how I remember it. This is how I remember it. And it triggers something within you. And you're like, oh my God, I had this delusion the whole time. And now you have a different piece of the puzzle, a different take on what happened. And it might shatter that illusion that you had. And I'm going to err on the side of caution here, but just know that sometimes that is for the best. Sometimes you have to shatter that illusion to know the truth, because the truth really is what's best, even when it's not pretty, an inconvenient truth. And then the Fool in reverse. So the Fool, all about stepping out on a new journey, starting something brand new, maybe feeling a bit impetuous, but prepared. So in reverse, you might be feeling like, whoa, pump the brakes. I don't want to go that path. You could also be feeling ill prepared for something. Could be getting shoved off of that cliff and you're like, I wasn't ready. So unexpected change, right? Yeah. All right, let's clarify. The Mystic Dreamer Tarot. This was a gift from a dear friend and mentor of mine. So Tish, if you're watching, thank you. It wanted to shine today, so we're letting it. So there's some different scenarios going on. So this is, take it how it resonates. As always, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to switch the story if I say them and it's you, or if I say you and it's them. Take it. Could be love, could be family, could be career, could be aliens. I don't know. Take it out, how it works for you. Don't try to shoehorn yourself into something, but also don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Be like, oh, that's not at all what's going on with me. Click. Maybe write it down. It might make sense later. Or if you're watching this later than August 2020, you're going to see it when you're meant to see it. Let's get Hermit. Interesting. Just checking. I mean, you saw me flip it around, right? Okay, no, they're not all in reverse. Second guessing myself there. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is about, when it's upright, it's about doing the work, maybe being really focused on work. So this is not so much. So you could be doing that whole full moon in Aquarius thing where you're just taking the opportunity to not be such a workaholic and embrace that inner child and go out and play. Five of Pentacles in reverse, coming in out of the cold. So definitely feeling a bit more financially stable. Maybe because you have put in all that work and now you're feeling more financially stable, you can go out and do your thing. Page of Cups in reverse. So pages are messengers. Court cards we see as people. So water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pages I see as people who are younger. So it could be your child. It could just be somebody who's less experienced. And pages are messengers. So you might not necessarily be feeling the love right now. Or it could be that that message of love that you were hoping for didn't come in. One more. Page of Wands in reverse. So this is fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Again, pages are messengers, younger than. So could be somebody who's a fire sign who's younger than you. That's also a message about action. So you might not be taking action right now. Maybe you're not getting a message, therefore you're not taking action, or you're not getting a message, so you're not offering your cup to someone. Take it how it resonates. Strength in reverse. Okay. So the Six of Wands in reverse, not feeling victorious, or maybe it is a victory, but at what cost? It cost you something. So I think with Strength in reverse, it's that you're not feeling super inspired. You're like, you're tired. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So we're done evaluating. This is about taking a step back and evaluating. So in reverse, you're done. It's time to reap what you have sown. The harvest could go one of two ways. It could be you've evaluated and the harvest is ready, so you're going to go ahead and take it. Or you could have evaluated and the harvest isn't ready, so you're going to let it continue to do its thing. Maybe you're too tired to harvest right now, and you're like, oh, I'm going to go take a nap. Totally fine. Self-care. And then the Hermit upright. So again, Virgo. So doing that whole going within, inner strength, checking in with yourself, doing some work, coming out, shining your light. So to me, this is more like you're going into hermit mode. You're tired. You're going into hermit mode. There is nothing wrong with that. If that's your self-care, your playtime, it's like, I'm gonna go take some time for me. Do it. Four of Cups. Whoa. Okay. So Knight of Pentacles, so earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Knights I see as peers, so about 5 years either way. So Knights are about action, and the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight. He's actually depicted really young here on a really young horse, young looking horse, which is interesting to me. So slow but methodical, still forward movement. Baby steps are still forward movement, right? So you're just taking that, you're taking your time. Yes, things are moving, but they're not moving super fast, because now we're at the Four of Cups reversed. Seven of Swords. So somebody could be trying to pull some sneakiness, some sneaky shit, taking what doesn't belong to them. It could also be about feeling shut out from society. So maybe that's self-imposed, maybe not. But the whole energy of the Seven of Swords is generally kind of tiptoeing around, sneaking around. And I just heard, don't shirk your responsibilities. Justice in reverse, sign of Libra. So you could be getting a divorce. This is also karma. So maybe you feel like karma knocked you on your ass. Or it could be that maybe you feel like karma is taking its sweet ass time and isn't doing what you're hoping for. But maybe because you're moving so slowly and somebody's like sneaking around, taking what doesn't belong to them. Maybe that leads to a divorce. Maybe you found out that somebody was doing something that they weren't supposed to be doing. And now you've decided that you're going to move forward with the divorce. So again, take it how it resonates. And it doesn't have to be a legal divorce. If you guys were never married, obviously it's not a divorce. But if you're together for some time, there's still going to be separation of property. You might still go to court, or it could just be a metaphorical court of dividing the assets. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So Three of Pentacles is about teamwork and networking and kind of seeing the forest for the trees. So in this one, not so much. See how this is perfect because this is what I always say. See how she's really close. She's painting, she's marking the fine details. And then there's people back here who are like letting her know if it's to scale, if the colors are right, if it's working out. So in reverse, you might not be seeking that outside opinion. You might just be too focused on the details that you can't see the forest for the trees, whatever it is for you. But you're still, okay. So you're not necessarily focusing on the fine details right now. That's what it is. I'm like Four of Cups reversed. So you're moving forward slowly but surely, and you are, you're kind of doing it on your own. Doing it on your own. Maybe a little too focused on those details. So if you are getting separated in some way, don't be so focused on making it exactly an eye for an eye. Like, you get a computer, I get a computer. You get a TV, I get a TV. You get the couch, but I'm taking the two chairs. You know, whatever. I'm taking the dining room table. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to be so detailed. Just, again, speaking from experience, sometimes it's just easier to walk away and go buy something new because then you're not taking that energy with you. Three of Cups. It does ultimately come out in a celebration. Oh. Aha. Okay, bear with me. I know that was a lot of cards, but when they tell me to keep going, I keep going. Two of Swords. Yep. A balancing act. Fair is fair. Making a decision. A logical choice. Nine of Swords. It might be freaking you out a little bit, causing you some anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares, that kind of stuff. And it's not uncommon for people to have a hard time sleeping around the new and full moons. So something that I have found really helpful, and it's worth a shot, right? I've found that sleeping with moonstone on my nightstand for a few days leading up to and a few days after really helps me sleep. And I carry it with me as well during the day. So it kind of keeps me grounded during those moon phases. Actually, I usually carry moonstone with me, but that's just me. So try, if you're having some problems sleeping, try the moonstone. What have you got to lose, right? 10 of Wands in reverse. You're putting down that burden. This is about carrying it and struggling and trying to figure everything out. How am I going to keep going? This is just put it down. See how the wands fall? Just put it down. Putting down a burden. So you might feel your feels. You might make a decision, might make you a little antsy, but eventually you're going to put that burden down. You got something to celebrate. The Emperor in reverse. So sign of Aries, as I see it. There's a few cards that people see various. Some people see the Fool as Aries. Some people see the Magician as Aries. I see it in the Emperor. So the Emperor is all of the kings combined. So when we put him in reverse, we get all of the kings reversed. So he's a little unbalanced. He's freaking out a little bit. So he's maybe overly emotional, manipulative, controlling, and not grounded. Yeah, that's four. The four elements. So this could be you or whoever you're dealing with, or this is how you might feel after everything goes down. You might feel a little cattywampus, but it's going to be okay. It's coming around. Ace of Swords in reverse. So the Ace of Swords is about divinely inspired ideas. And they just stopped me. So in reverse, you might not be listening to your intuition. Typically, that's a High Priestess. But it's what I'm getting. So you might not be feeling divinely guided right now. You might not be in tune with your spirit guides, whomever it is that gives you those divinely inspired messages. You might be not hearing it, or you might just be in such a funk that you're not listening. And here's the Empress. All right, I have something to talk about here in just a second. So the Empress, she's all of the queens combined. So she's upright, and she is very balanced, nurturing, loving, creative. Because I was going to say creativity, so it came out weird. Creative. She's typically depicted as pregnant. I don't really see it in this card. I can't really say for sure, and I don't mind that. Because it doesn't have to just, again, fertility was serious, but it doesn't just have to be a physical pregnancy. It could be adoption. It could also be creativity with ideas. So, pregnant with ideas, birthing something new. All right, so here's what I wanted to show you. So for those of you who are into the twin flame, divine soulmate, ultimate union, the one, whatever label you want to put on it. Here we go. We have the Emperor and the Empress. We have both. So I'm going to turn the Emperor right side up for just a second so that you can kind of get this feel. These are divine counterparts. Huge, huge deal right here. So this is the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So however you identify. It doesn't have to be the same as your meat suit. So there are divine feminines who are masculines, and there are divine masculines who are female in this world. So if this is for you, check it out. Now, I'll often say it doesn't matter if they come out reversed or upright in the reading, because it still means divine counterparts. Here's a caveat, especially right now with this reading. There's a reason the divine masculine, divine masculine is upside down. This is a huge trying time for the divine masculine. The divine feminine is coming into her power. She's sick and tired of sitting around and waiting for the divine masculine to heal. She is embodying her power. She is taking that queen energy and running with it. And she's like, you know what? Screw you. I'm going to go. I'm going to do what makes me happy, either with someone else or on my own. It doesn't matter. Here we go. So, Alexa, skip this song. I had her playing spa music. Interesting. Anyway, the divine masculine has some shit he needs to heal. And he is definitely going to be feeling very topsy-turvy right now. It's all for the highest and greatest good. But going through that spiritual growth, going through the dark night of the soul, going through all of the stuff that Pluto's bringing up with shadow self, and all the stuff that Saturn's bringing with karma, and all of the things that Sirius is bringing with embodying the divine energy, and everything that Chiron is bringing up to be healed. Going through it right now. So if you identify as divine masculine, please don't be afraid. These are the things that are happening. And they're all for the highest and greatest good. The feminines, we've already been through that. I do. I identify as the divine feminine in my situation. So absolutely. Absolutely. We have been through it. We've done it already. It is not uncommon for the feminines to do it before the masculines do. So wherever you are on your timeline, the feminines typically heal sooner than the masculines, because we have to bring in that nurturing, loving, maternal energy so that the masculines feel safe enough to be vulnerable. Strength in reverse. It's also about vulnerability. So there you go. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Seven of Wands in reverse. So this is about healthy boundaries, and you're not feeling defensive. You're done feeling defensive. Putting down your defenses. And the Queen of Wands in reverse, so fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. So when she's in reverse, and Queens could be somebody who's significantly older than you, but the Queen of Wands energy in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse is energy. I'm in my head, so grammar is, it's painful for me to say, but it's not my forte right now. Usually it is. So the Queen of Wands is about, in reverse, kind of controlling, maybe a little manipulative. She tends to burn bridges when she's in reverse. So just feeling very unbalanced, whether that's you or your person. Maybe stop trying to control the situation. Or you could be dealing with someone who's a fire sign that they're a bit unbalanced. Maybe because you're celebrating, because of what happened, and you're like, I own my power. I own my regalness. Did I conjugate that right? I am royalty. I am divine. I am. And they're seeing it and they're like, oh shit. I don't know what to do with that. And you don't have to be a fire sign to do that. You could just be embodying that energy, and they're looking at it and they're like, whoa, not what I was expecting. So it turns them on their head. All right, Six of Cups and Fool both in reverse. Hello. Ace of Wands in reverse again. Oh wait, that was the Ace of Swords. Just kidding. Ace of Wands. I'm like, wait, that was the same deck. Ace of Wands in reverse. So we got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Two minutes. Sometimes I'll take them. Hang on. But that fell out in a clump, so I'm just kind of like, this didn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, I don't do it. Those separate. All right, so the Hierophant in reverse. This is about marriage and tradition and all the things. So a non-traditional approach, maybe a non-traditional marriage, or again, divorce. That's how I see that. The Lovers, so sign of Gemini. Lovers, if you needed any further indication that there's twin flame energy in here, this is it. So here you go. Twin flame, this, because it's major arcana, this is twin flame, divine counterparts, whatever you want to call it. Here you go. King of Pentacles, so again, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That focus, yeah. And kings, someone who's significantly older, could be your boss, could be your father figure, whatever it is, but the energy of the King of Swords is, or swords, wow, okay, maybe. King of Pentacles is about feeling stable and grounded. You have worked for what you have earned. Sometimes you can be a little stingy or a little too focused on work, but in this case, I'm getting that it's more like a self-made person or a boss energy. Death. That's why I pulled a few more cards. I'm like, whoo. So I have a dear friend who loves the Death card, as I love the Tower. And that's because death just means transformation. That's all death is. The physical death is not a spiritual death. The spirit doesn't die. It's just our physical bodies. So death is a transformational energy. Hello, Scorpio, by the way. Sign of Scorpio. And I love this because see her spirit going back. So it's a rebirth. It's a chance to start over. So instead of taking the Fool energy and just jumping off the cliff, taking a leap of faith, this is more like, A cycle has ended and your time as the caterpillar is over, and now you're the butterfly, and it's time to spread your wings and go. So I know that that can be some intense energy. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So this is typically how I see, like I call it the single ladies card, Miss Independent, just very much in your power. She might not be feeling that way with what's going on, especially right with the death energy. It's not until after we get used to it that we're like, oh yeah, okay. Really wasn't that bad. Four of Cups, she might be grieving it. Oh no, wait, that's Five of Cups. Melancholy, stagnant. So where we had it in reverse, here it is upright, which I'll explain the whole thing here in just a second. So, and then Page of Pentacles. So someone who's younger, less experienced, could be a child. Pentacles, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you could just be feeling like things aren't really working out the way that you wanted. But here's your chance. So she's holding that. You might not be feeling super experienced, especially with this transformation that's coming, this new chapter that's coming. But you hold that seed to be planted. Right there. This is a gift from the universe. Treat it as such. This time, this situation, this new relationship, this new job, whatever it is a gift from the universe. You've been working on this for some time. So take it how it resonates for you. But there you go. All right. Let's get into the Heal Yourself reading cards. What do you need to heal? Because a lot of this does have a lot to do with healing. So what can we heal? What needs to be healed? What's coming up to be healed? Love. So for those of you who need some relationship healing, but in general for everybody, the answer is always love. Bring love to any situation, co-workers, family members, neighbors, it doesn't matter. Your community, the answer is always love. Mic drop. Mic drop, universe. All right, what do we need to surrender? It's number 28 for those of you who are into numerology. And 2 and 8 boils down to 10, which is 1. So for some, it could be 1 is the beginning in numerology. So it could be a new love. New relationship of some sort, or a new beginning with somebody that you already know, or your current relationship. So, power of surrender. What do we need to surrender? This is good for the full moon. What do we need to surrender? Phineas is awake. You've awakened the beast. Aw, but you're cute. You're a cute beast. Phineas is my cat, my familiar, for those who don't know. Okay, split a little weird, so we'll just do it this way. Surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. I love that. Thank you for sharing. That's funny. I like that. Surrender to silence. A lot of people are really uncomfortable with silence because that's when the monkey mind starts going, right? That's when the negative, the shadow side of the ego can come through and be like, so, and get you thinking about all the bad things you've ever said or ever done or has been said to you. They're not even your own words. They're things that people said to you. So this is an opportunity. Pluto, shadow self. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go, surrender, and enter the stillness within you. Silence can heal and replenish you. So silence is good. I love the song Silence. I think it's Marshmello and I think Khalid. So it's pretty good. Surrender fear. Let go of fearful stories you were telling yourself or that were told to you and ingrained in you as a child. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Knight of Pentacles. Absolutely gorgeous. Stay in the moment. You know, yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. But I know, I'm not a singer. I don't claim to be. But that's the song I hear. You know, don't stop thinking about tomorrow because we got to have hope for tomorrow. We don't need to borrow trouble from tomorrow, but we can, we got to leave the past in the past. What's done is done. The only thing we can do is heal it and move forward. Learn the lesson. Leave what happened, but keep the lesson. Forgiveness. Don't forget. I don't like forgive and forget. I don't like that. It's not really healing. My time as a grief counselor taught me a lot. And one of the things was I got triggered by forgive and forget. I'm like, why? So I had to sit in my spiritual self and figure out why that triggered me. I had heard it all my life and it was always like, oh, forgive and forget. Like, something within me, just my solar plexus was like, it did not like it at all. So I sat in quiet contemplation, dug deep, and figured out I didn't like it because it's like, no, I can forgive somebody, but I don't have to forget the lesson because that made me who I am. That's part of my story. Why would I want to forget part of my story? Even if it was traumatic, why would I want to forget? I don't. Keep the lesson. All right, so let's get into the full moon. What messages do you have for everyone for the full moon? August 2020. Sign of Aquarius. Two of them came out. Okay, so it is a full moon. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. So we are in Leo. That's why I laugh so hard. Sorry for anyone who's wearing earbuds and had to listen to me cackle really loudly in your ear. But it's true. It's so funny because we're in Leo season. Don't let pride get in the way. And then new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. Sit in quiet contemplation. Deal with that shit. Get it out of there. Scoop and release. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Have your vision. If you're like, yeah, I've healed. I've healed myself. I've healed my stuff. I'm good. I'm good to go. Or after you've done this, then you can hold the vision of what you want your life to look like. Even if you're still working on forgiveness, what does it look like? Hold your vision. See what it is that you want to create in your life. So with this full moon, don't let pride get in your way. Release. Release anything that is not serving you. Meditate and contemplate. Figure out what that is and hold your vision. Nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is pull the cards for every zodiac sign. So here we go. I love that card. I love that card. Appropriately named Love. I love it. I love this whole deck. It's very like Victorian, Edwardian, and just really raw. All right, so I'll pull a tarot card And then I will supplement with, I think, the energy oracle. Colette Baron Reed. I did Oracle Palooza, and that was fun. I'd always wanted to do it, but it just never seemed to work out. And this year it was virtual. So Colette Baron Reed's Oracle Palooza is over, but it was a lot of fun. It was fun. Very interesting. I learned a lot. Colette would teach, and then we'd meditate and journal, and then there were breakout rooms so you could talk with other people. And then that was kind of the rhythm. We'd break, and then she'd teach, and then we'd meditate, and then we'd talk, or journal, and then we'd talk. So it's fun. All right, Aries. Aries. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So a lot like the King of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, or you could have earth in your chart. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm like, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. No. Gemini, Libra. No. So Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who's nurturing in the ways that she has a hot meal on the table, clean sheets, clean clothes, freshly pressed, clean towels. Everything is beautifully decorated, just so. So when she's in reverse, she's a bit off balance. She could be a little too concerned with appearances. So Aries, if you are not letting go of your pride, there's nothing wrong with taking pride in your appearance or in the way that you portray yourself to the world. It's when you try to make things look a certain way, like maybe on social media, the way that you portray yourself isn't authentic. It's not truthful. It's not what's real. Maybe you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, or you're trying to just make sure that people think a certain way of you. Where does that really get us? Nowhere. It's what we think of ourselves that matters most. Because when we are in our authentic power, when we are living authentically and we are fully in our power, so I shorten that to authentic power, then the rest just falls into place. You could also be considering being with somebody out of money or a financial obligation, which is never a good idea because money comes and goes. You can make money and you can spend money, and it can go even more quickly than you make it. So while I'm a huge fan of the bake more pie, there's also doing things for the wrong reason and seeing that sometimes you burn the pie. Sometimes you eat more than you needed to and you got a stomach ache. Sometimes somebody else eats the pie before you get to it. So that's just never, it's not a good look. It's not a good look, guys. So don't do that. All right. Energy. Oh, appreciation. Number 15 for anyone who is into numerology, and 1 and 5 is 6. So appreciate what you have. Be grateful for what you have. Know that whatever is for your highest good is for your highest good. What do you need to heal? Beauty. Yep. Don't be so concerned with outward appearances. Take pride in your appearance, for sure. Put your best foot forward. Do what makes you feel beautiful. Don't flaunt it in anyone's face. Just embrace your beauty. Embrace the fact that you're a spiritual being, that you are beautiful for that reason alone. All right, Taurus. Taurus for August. Nine of Cups. Wishes fulfilled. Your wish is granted. You have all the reasons to celebrate, Taurus. That's awesome. Whatever you've been wishing for, on the nose, here we go. When it itches in a certain way, I'm always like, yeah. If it's down here, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But when it's on the very tip of my nose, a very precarious place, I'm like, yay, on the nose. Yep. You are 100% wishes fulfilled. What you've been manifesting is coming true. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. It's working for you. Whatever you're doing, share it with the rest of us. What's your secret, Taurus? Yay! Good for you guys. Awesome. Healer of the Ages, number 51. 5 and 1 is 6. Hey. Same as Aries. Healer of the Ages. Yes. Okay. So anyone who has any kind of pushback, because this very much looks like Jesus to me, know that the Jesus that is the ascended master, the true healer, he was just amazing. He would absolutely hate the religion that has taken him in his likeness and his name and used it to browbeat people, to oppress people, all the things that he talked out against. So take the beautiful energy that Jesus said, our greatest commandment is just to love one another. It's really all you have to do. Because when we love one another, the rest falls into place, right? Those other 10 just happen. Love one another. Love yourself. All right. Heal. What you healing? Patience. 23, which is 5. Change. Have patience. Patience with yourself. Patience with others. Love one another. And just know that a kind word goes a long way. Take a deep breath. If someone's testing you, take a deep breath. And just know that whatever is happening is for the highest and greatest good. And you guys are really good at patience. You're kind of like, you're not a bull in a china shop. That's your shadow side. But in general, Taurians are really good at just like being more of that bull that's laying out in pasture chewing the grass, sunning himself. Like, whatever. You're really good at patience. So embody that side of yourself. Gemini. Hey, Empress again. There she is. Hey, Gemini. You guys being an Empress. Look at you. Balanced queens. All the things, right? I already explained it earlier, so I won't waste any time doing it again. Nurturing, loving, maternal. She's the ultimate mother, the ultimate wife, the ultimate partner. And gender's fluid. So just know that's the energy. Goddess of the Moon. I see this as High Priestess. She's actually the cover model for this deck. So she's incredibly beautiful. Goddess of the Moon. Full moon, right? Coming up. It's number 52, which is 7. So very much feeling that energy, that moon goddess energy. The Empress. Just very regal. Very regal. Nice, guys. Very regal. Divine, the divine within you. So I think this is a good example of the marriage between your divine self and your physical self that I talked about earlier. Gorgeous. Healing, 21, which is 3. Just healing. Maybe healing yourself, maybe healing others. Healing. Embracing that shadow side. Embracing those deep wounds that are coming up to be healed. Nice. Cancer. Had to think about that. Maybe I should have done these in like fire signs, air signs, water signs, earth signs. was trying to go through the traditional houses. Cancer. What's going on, Cancer? Eight of Cups. Ooh, walking away. Walking away. Walking away from something that is not serving you. It is not happening. And you're like, you know what? It might be painful, physically, or not physically, it might be emotionally painful. But ultimately, it's for the highest and greatest good of all involved. The second chakra in Archangel Ariel. So your second chakra is your sacral chakra. It is the emotional and pleasure center. And it's it's between your sacral, or I'm sorry, your solar plexus and your root. So it's usually between your belly button and your reproductive area. So second, number 36, 3 and 6 is 9. Beautiful. So if you're, again, emotional, now that makes so much sense. Emotionally, you're walking away from a situation, from something that's not serving you anymore, something that's just not making you happy. And work on the second chakra, the pleasure center and emotional center, your sacral, which is Archangel Ariel. Can help you with that. She is the lioness of God. Leo. Discover your life purpose, number 29. 2 and 9 is 11. Typically, we don't reduce that because it's a divine number. So find your divine purpose. Walk away from what's not serving you. Balance out that sacral chakra. Do what makes you happy. Be what makes you happy. Discover. Remember why you're here. Remember, our souls will never steer us wrong. Leo. Okay, Leo, happy birthday. As we enter August, it's Leo season. Whoa. Okay. Judgment in reverse. Are you not listening to your intuition? Here's Judgment upright. Hearing the call. Not so much. It could also be karma balancing out. In general, just you're not hearing, or you're not making a judgment call. What's going on, Leo? Remember, take what resonates. But maybe you're not. Maybe you're just not feeling inspired in some way. That Ace of Wands in reverse, you're not feeling divinely inspired to do something. Ace of Swords in reverse. It's not happening for you. And that's okay. I think through this energy, you're going to be able to figure that out. Patience. Number 16, 1 and 6 is 7. Patience. Have patience. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with others. Just know that in time, you will once again hear that trumpet blaring. Typically, Archangel Gabriel is seen with a horn. And in Radley Valentine's angel decks, she's on the Judgment card. So if you feel like you need some help and it resonates with you to call upon Archangel Gabriel, do so. She's the messenger angel. Pull from the top. Love. There you go. Double dose right there. So if this has something to do with love, your love life, some kind of relationship where you need to bring more love to the situation, know that could be, that's whatever situation for you. Virgo you guys will be at the end of the month. We're coming into Virgo season. So happy early birthday if you're watching this at the end of the month. Virgo. Take from the top. Six of Cups. Hey. That's happiness. That's also has to do with children. So she's got child here. Inner child as well. Looking back, maybe somebody's coming back to you from a childhood, maybe a childhood friend, or it could be somebody that you had a romantic relationship before when you were younger. Maybe you're just embracing your inner child and taking the time to take a break from your responsibilities and go out and play. Take from the top. Okay. Ooh, all right. Caveat. Number 10, storm warning. Okay. So there's something, whatever, maybe this person or this situation is coming back to blow some stuff apart, to bring in a tower moment where it's just knocking away the bad, the stuff that's not serving you anymore, the things that are just not, you're not having it. So storm warning. Ooh, alrighty. Entrapment, number 34, 3 and 4 is 7. And 6, and because the storm warning is 10, it reduces to 1, 6 of Cups, and that is 7. So there you go. Yeah, maybe this reminds me of the 8 of Swords, where you're just feeling mentally trapped by whatever's going on. So whether that's something from childhood that you need to release, something that just, that storm warning is coming through to break that entrapment that you're feeling. Whew. Buckle up. Because here we go. Libra. Libra. What is going on in August for Libra? My nose is itchy. One more. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there. Miss Shuffle. Misfire. That's exactly why I wanted to do that. Okay, 9 of Wands in reverse. Oh, here we go. Good gravy. So, 9 of Wands in reverse. So this is the wounded warrior taking a last stand. Chiron energy for sure. So in reverse, you're done. You're done. You're like, nope. I am getting out of victim mentality. I am taking control of my life. I am taking the reins, and I am moving forward. No more waiting around. We're done. We're done here. Whoa, Libra. Nothing wrong with that. Taking control of your life. Star Sirius with the Lionsgate. Regal. For sure. This is a great season. Leo season is a great season to embrace, for everybody, to embrace your personal power. Broken heart. Okay, so maybe this is why. And it doesn't have to be, and it's number 9. So 9 of Wands. 9's broken heart. It doesn't have to be like, oh my God, this is so tragic. It could be more like, especially with Libra being an air sign, you're really good at, Libras are famous for not being able to make decisions, being a bit indecisive. So maybe the universe is coming along and doing it for you. But it doesn't have to be that whole sob story, right? It could just be, this sucks, but I'm picking up the pieces and I'm moving on with my life because I know that there is something better for me. Yeah, Libra, get it. Take from the top. All right. 3 and 6 is 9. Libra. Oh my God. 9, 9, and 9. Whoa. All right. So we're at the completion, right? We're getting ready to be done with everything here. So you got Hole in the Soul, and I always think of Aerosmith's Hole in My Soul, which is a great song because it's Aerosmith, of course. But anyway, maybe go listen to that song, Hole in the Soul. It's not going to be pretty, but whatever happens is happening for your highest and greatest good. Just know that. Might not be super pretty on the surface, but we're coming out of it. Scorpio. Ace of Pentacles. Brand new beginning. This is a seed, a gift from the universe to, been talking for a while, sorry guys. A gift from the universe, a seed to plant. You're manifesting something. You are co-creating with the universe. Nice. Nice. If anybody wants to go through and timestamp these, feel free. Take from the top. The fifth chakra, which is your throat chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So Archangel Gabriel, I know I said she earlier. Archangel Gabriel is hardcore androgynous. So sometimes she, sometimes he. In this depiction, it's he. So also Archangel Michael is good with the throat chakra because it's blue. So Gabriel messages, right? Speaking your truth. Michael's the same way. And those two work really well together. I see them, when I see Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Michael together, it's like the trio, the three musketeers, the divine trio. They are pretty powerful when it comes to speaking your truth lovingly, speaking your truth, but doing what's best, living authentically. So 39, 3 and 9 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. So work on your throat chakra, Scorpio, and just know that you're being divinely guided. Phoenix Rising. 3 and 2 is 5. Change. Phoenix Rising. I love this card. So though you've been through some shit, just put it that way, you are the Phoenix rising from the ashes. This brand new beginning. Gorgeous. Gorgeous energy. Go Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius. For August 2020. This is going to be a really long video. This was a lot to talk about, but because I wanted to give time and attention to every zodiac sign this way. This is what we're doing. And as always, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So, you know, if that Virgo message really resonated for you, but it's your moon sign and you're a Pisces sun sign, take it. Take it if it resonates. Do it. It didn't feel right. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, upright. So you're evaluating. You're taking a time out. Seeing what works for you, what's not. Did you plant, you thought you planted watermelon and it came out a cucumber? You know, like, is what I planted what's coming up? Is that what I'm wanting for my life? Is this what I really want to do? Because the thing is, if it's not going according to plan, or if your plans are like not resonating with you anymore, then you can go back to the drawing board and you can amend your blueprints or draw a whole new set. You are the divine architect of your own life. That's everybody. Pull from the top. Angel of Balance. Number 48, 4 and 8 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. Math is hard. I love it. Look at all that blue. And look at the pyramids. Oh my God. Okay, guys, look. Okay, I'm nerdy. I know I'm astrologically nerding out on you right now. Check it out. Oh my God. Okay, so this is a BFD, a big deal. So I know, I'm all excited. So calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. You guys get to, I cannot express, there is no other card here, I don't think, in any of these decks that I'm using right now, that could more perfectly tie into what is going on energetically right now. I was talking earlier about Star Sirius, Pyramids at Giza, Lionsgate. Oh my God, this is going to be huge for you guys. This whole energetic portal is huge. Please take advantage of it, I beg of you, as a spiritual being, because what we do benefits the whole, right? Please take time to evaluate, go within, see what it is that you want for your life, and go freaking create it. Yes. Take advantage of this portal that's opening. This Lionsgate portal. Take full advantage. Gorgeous energy. Soulmate. Holy hell. You guys. 1 in 4, 5. Or for me and my person, we are both life path 7. We are both 14. So we have various types of soulmates, right? We have the soulmate that is the romantic partner. We have the soulmate that is a parent, a best friend, a sibling, a mentor. So we have soulmates of various kinds. That one is for sure twin flame. So if you are on the journey, there was so much in the reading about twin flame. You guys just got the twin flame card in the healing deck. If you need to heal something around a twin flame situation, do so. It's going to open up whether you guys come back together in the physical world for union. Oh my God, the Amazon guy just came and scared the crap out of me. Okay. Anyway, because I only have one set of my curtains open. Woo! Healing around the twin flame journey. So whether you are going to come back together or not is irrelevant. If you do your healing and you come back together, Emperor, Empress, the Emperor does the healing and the Divine Feminine's already healed, and you guys come back together in a life of love and unity, you're healed, everything's well balanced and well put together, great. If you do your own healing and you move forward without that person, great. The goal is healing. So you might have to heal somewhere on the twin flame situation. Capricorn, Page of Swords. Somebody doing some spying, somebody looking at you, you looking at them, maybe both. Page of Swords, could be somebody who's younger than you, significantly younger than you, and is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. In general, that's spying. That's checking some stuff out. So whether it's a coworker, a romantic partner, an ex-spouse, a sibling, a friend, you know, whatever it is, you're spying, or they're spying. Somebody's looking, somebody's watching. And I'm not saying that that you're doing it or they're doing it with malintent. It's more like it's just kind of is. You know, so make sure that you're putting your best foot forward. Take from the top. All right, 25, 2 and 5 is 7, deceit. So somebody could be trying to pull some sneaky behavior. Somebody could be trying to deceive you or someone else. So if they're like, oh yeah, ignore Capricorn because, you know, look what they're posting on social media, or somebody's posting on social media that isn't authentic, that isn't truthful. They're trying to look better. Also, he reminds me of Judith. Kind of has that yucky look about him, that skeevy look. So just be careful if somebody's trying to pull something over on you, because they're spying and they're seeing something and they might not be interpreting it correctly, or they might be purposefully misinterpreting and misinforming someone else. So just be careful. Sexual arts. Hey. 33, again, another divine number that we typically don't reduce. So it could have something to do with your sexuality, how you present yourself to the world. Could also have to do with a sexual relationship. So, like I said, take what resonates. Aquarius, so 2 more. Aquarius. Like I said, Leo and Aquarius are going to be feeling this full moon. Pretty hardcore. And then Leo, you get another dose of it with the new moon. Take from the top. Aquarius. 2 of Pentacles. Trying to balance the situation. This one I typically see as work-life balance because it is Pentacles. Work-life balance, juggling 2, you know, maybe. Okay, so I'm going to finish that thought before I come to the next one. So maybe work-life balance, trying to balance 2 jobs, like 2 roles, primary caregiver and boss, you know, whatever it is. Or between 2 worlds with the Lionsgate portal. Trying to find your balance during this energy. All of the above. It could be. Could be. All right, take from the top. Door to value, 31. How do you value yourself? 31 is 4. How do you value yourself? Are you telling people that you're worth $5? And that's going to attract a whole lot of people, but they're not all going to be great people, because, you know, anybody can sell anything for $5, whatever. At stadiums, ballparks, I know that we're not there right now, but, you know, they could sell a bottle of water easily for $5 on a hot July day, hot August day. Heck yeah, they can. $5. Anybody can sell anything for $5. It's like selling water to a well, you know? But, well, I guess it would be the opposite. So, then if you say, no, I'm worth $500, your line's not going to be as long. But I'm going to tell you what, you're going to attract better quality people, because they're the ones who not only have the money to buy you, or, you know, your product, whatever. You know where I'm going with this. Who have the money to invest, and they want to. They see your value. They're like, yes, you are worth that. Over there is worth $5. Yeah, definitely. That's cheap. $500? That's pricey, but it's worth it. So how do you value yourself? 9, how teachable are you? Ooh. Questions, going deeper. Hey, Aquarius, how do you value yourself? How teachable are you? Number 9. So are you willing to learn something new by going deeper? Are you willing to note your worth? Remain teachable. It's one of the biggest qualities people look for. If we're not constantly evolving, if we're not constantly learning, if we're not being lifelong learners in various ways, whether it's formal education or just the school of life, then what are we doing here? That's the whole purpose of being here, is to grow and to learn. All right, Pisces, strength in reverse. So that quiet inner strength. They're telling me to take from the top too. You guys get 2 cards. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So, didn't we have those in the main reading? So, strength in reverse, maybe you're just not feeling very strong. Maybe you're feeling a bit weak. Maybe you're feeling unworthy. Struggling with some worthiness. 8 of Pentacles, not doing the work. Which is very not Piscean. You will do spiritual work all day long. Emotional, all day long. Maybe it has to do with work. Like your muggle job. Your 9 to 5. What get you your paper, your paycheck. So maybe you don't feel strong enough to put in the work that needs to be done. From the top. All tied up, 23. 2 and 3 is 5. Hey, sometimes that's fun. I'm just saying. But maybe you're with a Capricorn, sexual urge. But maybe you're just, all joking aside, that reminds me of the Hanged Man. You know, you feel kind of strung up. You're forced to pause, to take some time to evaluate, take a different perspective. That's all Hanged Man energy. So maybe you're feeling like your resources, your energy, your time, your money, your whatever is all tied up in something right now. Tied up in someone else or something else. And it's keeping you from moving forward in some way. Guys, love. Love is always the answer. Love is what sustains us. Love is what keeps us going. So if you're feeling stuck and stagnant and unworthy, bring yourself some love. Put your hands over your heart. Breathe into it. And you can just repeat the word love. I am love. I am loving. I am lovable. I am love. I am love. Love. Write a love letter to yourself of what you would want somebody to say to you. Put love notes on your mirror. Practice a lot of self-love and self-care. Whew. All right, guys. So, some heavy energy. Some stuff going on. But just be patient. The themes that kept coming up, be patient and love. Exercise patience, exercise love in all things and always. There you go. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, right? So if you have questions, if you would like to book your own personal reading, my information is in the description box below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope there was some nugget of wisdom in here that you can take with you. And thanks for hanging in there with me. I think this is about an hour and a half or so long. Thanks for listening to me yap. Take care.